Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Juice Made TV. And we have something quick to talk about. So guys, oh man. So guys, as y'all know, Jalen Green is one of the most popular athletes among high school basketball. About 2 or 3 months ago, he actually announced that he was going to be skipping college to forego his eligibility and head straight to the G League to start his potential NBA career. Jalen Green was the #1 overall ranked player in the entire country, and many colleges were actually hoping for a chance to recruit him. See guys, a player like Jalen Green has so much potential, and he is a legit magnet for making a lot of money. The amount of money that these college programs were actually going to be making off of Jalen was ridiculous, and I personally feel like Jalen Green actually made the right decision to sign that G League contract to collect that money. But yeah, Jalen Green is a top athlete, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little late to the bandwagon, and I didn't really know too much about Jalen Green up until a year ago. And since then, I've been actually monitoring his game quite closely. Jalen Green, like I said, has superstar potential, and he is of course NBA bound. However, just like every other basketball player in the entire world, he has some things that he needs to work on. And honestly guys, he has some things that may actually hinder him from being a quote-unquote star on the next level. I actually recently made a video about the Filipino prophecy or legend, however you guys want to call him, Kai Sotto, and after the love I actually got from that video, many people are actually telling me to make an in-depth video about Jalen Green's game. And here we are guys. So boom, in this video what we're actually going to do is look and analyze Jalen Green's game, talk about some things that he does great on the floor and some things that he doesn't, and just see if his game will actually translate into the NBA. So make sure you actually stick around and watch the full video, because this is going to be an action-packed video, and there may be some things about his game that may surprise you. So boom guys, let's go and get straight into this video and actually talk about what Jalen Green does well on the floor. So guys, Jalen Green undeniably has one of the best and craziest athleticisms that I have personally ever seen in my entire life. The man legit looks like he is a human pogo stick, and I'm sure you guys can see from the highlights that's playing in this video that he can for real jump out of the roof. Guys, Jalen Green uses his athleticism to his advantage all over the floor, and it shows in his finishing ability when he drives into the hole. He is one of the most creative finishers in the entire country, and he can legit go from about to dunk the ball to maneuvering his way into a nice creative layup. Even though he isn't the strongest player out there on the floor, the fact that he is so athletic makes up for it. So imagine if he had that strength to finish on bigger athletes. I mean, yes guys, he can posterize a bunch of guys on the high school level, but I personally want to see his finishing ability against bigger, tougher, and nasty defenders. Guys, what I also love about Jalen Green is his potential to be a great defender. Just looking at Jalen Green's stature and his size, you can already tell that Jalen Green has potential to be a Paul George type of defender. His size and his length mixed with his toughness will for sure help him be a top level defender. Jalen Green is listed as a 6'5" or 6'6" shooting guard, and for those who don't know, Jalen Green has a 7'2" wingspan. Guys, if just saying that he has a 7'2" wingspan doesn't convince you that he has crazy potential, then I don't know what else to tell you. His lengthy length is going to make it hard for even elite point guards to score on him. I personally feel like Jalen Green could honestly guard all the way up to the power forward. Now guys, I know it may be a stretch, but I just see the potential on that portion of the floor. For his size, he is honestly a pretty fast player as well, not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. He shows flashes of that elite defensive ability, and you can just tell that his on-ball defense is nice just because of his lateral quickness that he possesses. His size, his speed, his quickness, his tenacity, and his wingspan, along with his ability just to get after the ball, is going to make him a Paul George type of defender. I'm trying to tell you, he has a lot of potential on that side of the floor. And lastly, Jalen Green's passion and motor for the game is going to transfer well as well. See guys, Jalen Green loves those bright moments and pressured moments. He talks about it all the time in his interviews and his documentaries that he's featured in. Those moments are what he lives and plays the game for, and not every single player can actually handle that kind of pressure. It takes a certain type of individual to perform well under that kind of pressure, and if you don't have that dog mentality or passion for the game, then your game is going to get exposed. We see it time and time after again. Just think about it. Jalen Green, like I said, is one of the most popular athletes or high school players in the entire country. The man is literally signing autographs at away games. He is the #1 player in the nation. There's expectations for him in the G League. There's so much pressure, and he just brushes it all off and plays his heart out there on the floor, and he backs it all up. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, Jalen Green has superstar potential written all over him. So boom guys, that was just a quick look at what he does great on the floor. Now let's actually take a look at some things that he needs to improve on just so he can have a better NBA G League career. So right off the bat, Jalen Green must fix his shot selection, but see, specifically on the perimeter. At times, Jalen Green will attempt these unorthodox sideaway, upside down fadeaway long twos. I've seen him attempt this type of shot far too many often. Jalen Green must work on finding better attempts within the mid-range or even at the 3-point line. I see him usually attempt these shots right off the pick and roll or even on the one-on-one situations, and he needs to change that habit pretty quickly because those are just not high percentage or quality shots. Jalen Green's inability to knock down consistent jumpers is going to hold him back from being a dominant player in the league. Yes, he has that crazy athletic ability, but like I always say, that is only going to work for so long. With a shot paired up with his ability to finish at the rim, he can be a legitimate threat on all parts of the floor. So if Jalen Green can fix his shot selection and work on his jump shot to knock down more consistent jumpers, he's going to be a big problem. Also, Jalen Green's inability to be a ball dominant guard, as in creating for others, may be a problem at the moment as well. From what I've seen so far, Jalen isn't the best at creating for others and hitting open guys at the right spots. Jalen Green is going to be the focal point of the offense, and teams are going to be game planning against him. In high school, yes, those teams, they do game plan against him, but the difference between high school and the NBA is that the NBA actually has players that can stop him along with game planning against him. In high school, those kids, they only can do so much. So Jalen Green is going to have to up his IQ to see the floor a bit better. He's not going to play point guard, but every single top shooting guard has that ability to see the floor like a point guard to create plays for their teammates. So Jalen Green is going to have to develop that pretty soon. And lastly, Jalen Green needs to work on his ball handling and dribbling package. Now, he's not a liability on that part of the floor, but he may start finding some trouble with the way that he actually dribbles and handles the rock. If you notice, Jalen Green has a wide type of dribble and doesn't keep the ball tight to his body. Those wide dribbles are going to allow defenders to easily rip him, not just in one-on-one situations, but even on the help defense. With those wide dribbles, if he were to just cross over the ball, a defender can easily just swipe in and rip the ball. So Jalen needs to be more aware of that and work on that aspect of his game. But that is all going to start with his dribbling package and IQ for the game. Like I said, Jalen Green has a high motor and a love and passion for the game, so I think he's going to be just fine, and the NBA G League program is going to serve him and develop him just right. But yeah guys, that's gonna do it for the video. That was just a quick look at Jalen Green's game. I feel like Jalen has a lot of potential to be a franchise piece for an NBA team. Now guys, I don't know if he's going to be a lockdown to be that #1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft, but that draft class consists of top level players like Kai Sotto, Cunningham, and more, but Jalen Green is right up there with those players. Now, speaking of Kai Sotto, for all my Filipino subscribers out there, I know that Jalen Green and Kai Sotto are pretty big out there, and trust me, you guys are going to get a lot of attention from the United States. And I know there's a lot of hidden stars to come out of the Philippines, and these two guys are great 2 stars to be the face of the country. I actually will be dropping a video comparing the two, so make sure you stick around and subscribe to the channel, guys, and turn the notifications on if you want to see that video. I'll probably be dropping that in about 3 days, so make sure you subscribe to that, or if you just want more great basketball content. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. It definitely helps me out a ton. You guys have no idea. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on, guys. We're almost to 5,000 subscribers, guys, so if you just do that, we're one step closer. Tell your mama, your auntie, your daddy, your great granddaddy to subscribe, guys. Just help the channel out. And lastly, do not forget to comment below your thoughts on Jalen Green, and do you feel like he is going to have a successful NBA star career, guys? And with that being said, it's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.